Daft Pina, a commentary YouTuber that has been successful as of late, but has been subject to getting stuff out of context and reviewing porn of a YouTuber and a now deleted video. Now I can't say that Daft is all bad. He called out Cosmodor when no one really was covering it and all other stuff, but let's get ready to go down the rabbit hole with Daft Pina. Daft started out making videos as a cartoon review channel initially, but later on moved to commentary and deleted his older videos, moving on to more critical videos. When he started out making critical videos, it was alright, and then he continued until he reached 200k thousands of subscribers. But along that road there was controversy. When you become a commentary channel, you have to make sure that all the information is pretty accurate. Like, it's your only job, really. Besides editing and making the thumbnail, that's your only job, is to get it right. Daft, however, is not such of a good job of doing that, of making the information as accurate and not biased. And this happened with one of the people that he covered, Erin Art. So Daft made a video on Erin Art and showed a clip, which I'm about to play for you. This is the original version of the clip, and this is Daft's version of what he showed
by himself.
By not giving the bitch a credit card, though, I think that was the smartest thing that they were doing back then.
Credit cards until 1970, all financial matters had to have a personal signature from her husband. Her husband, of all people. Women.
Her husband.
Her fucking husband. Women's basic financial freedom was directly controlled by marital status. Women were forced to find someone because men restricted the very foundation our lives were built upon.
By not giving the bitch a credit card, though, I think that was the smartest thing that they were doing back then. We had a little more brain cells back then. Dude. Bitches is my money.
Fucking
Shitty. Fucking a period art. What are you doing? You can't do this. You're gonna get canceled.
Hold on. It did not work the last time. I figured I had to push the envelope. We're getting as misogynistic as possible. We're going to the misogynistic parlor, and we're gonna have a fucking happy ending.
Let's all get canceled together.
Now, as you can see in my clip, it showed that he was clearly joking, and this is only the cream of the crop, really. This is only like the minor stuff, and he would go on to do a lot worse. Now let's get on to the Jayden saga.
Why'd you say the N-word? Because the N-word is based in red pills. That's why.
No, not that Jayden, this Jayden. Jayden Animations, one of the most popular animated storytime YouTubers. Now, Daft made a couple of videos on Jayden, including reviewing porn of her, but we're gonna get onto that later. We have to talk about his first video on Jayden, which was talking about Jayden's, like, why I don't do a face reveal video. And in this video, he implied that she was faking her mental health.
Wow, Jayden, it's like that face reveal video never happened. And it feels like those months and even years of torment also never happened. I'm glad that you're going back to your normal personality. You know, the one that's happy and awkward. The one that your fans love because that's the real you. Wait, if that's the real you, then what happened in the face reveal video?
Fucking doghead, bitch.
Okay, so follow me on this. I believe Jayden lied throughout her entire face reveal video. Think about it. She made 22 videos in the span of 10 months between her VidCon 2016 video and her face reveal. Now, option A, she actually felt depressed and tormented in those 22 videos, and they now stand as a reminder that she faked her personality for her fans just because she feels like she owes them something, leading you to believe that if you rewatch those videos, you'll see that she's going through her own personal hell, and she keeps them up as a reminder that she's been through a lot and they show how far she has come. Or we got option B. She lied in her face reveal video and close to none of it happened, which is why all 22 of her videos, even the VidCon 2016 one, are all still up and monetized for profit.
Which, if you're gonna make such a bold claim, you need like some solid evidence to prove it. That there was no evidence. There's no evidence, really. And moving on to the worst part of the Jayden saga, is the video of him reviewing porn of her. And I'm not exaggerating, this is actually Rule 34. And so, for some context, Jayden Animations, some of her fans are fucking weirdos and create Rule 34 of her. Daft, realizing this, decided to make a video like going over the Rule 34 thing.
Hey, this was in the title of the video. And yeah, for some reason, Jayden has a lot of porn based around her and drawn of her. Now, a couple of people on Twitter told me that this would not be a good idea, nor should I talk about it. But hey, if no one else is going to talk about it, might as well be me. So with that, I'm going to list the top 5 Jayden. Yes, I know that's a bad title.
Let your kids
Number 5.
watch it.
You might say this is fucking weird, and yeah, you're fucking right. I'm surprised I even made it through the editing process and the planning stages without someone saying, I think you may be wrong about this one. It took him a year to apologize after that. And after this whole saga, we get into one of the parts that's arguably even worse than this. Now, I'm pretty burnt out from talking about the fucking porn part and the Rule 34 part, so I'm just gonna leave this to my pal Inferno to talk about it.
Hey everyone, me here. Trey asked me with covering the doxing situation that Daft Pina got himself into. By that I mean he actually doxed someone. This happened because someone with the name Tina Fey sexted a minor, apparently, which, that's bad. But apparently this only happened because the minor was in an 18+ Patreon. However, it wasn't even that big of an age gap, it was like 2 years or something. Don't hold this against me, I'm just told what to say here. Apparently Tina Fish also catfished someone to get back at them, or whatever. What the hell? Trey, whose side am I supposed to be on? So Daft would post the information that led to this Tina Fey person to getting doxxed because he wanted to prove they were lying for catfishing? That's... what the fuck? Yeah, it's bad to catfish, but how the fuck are you gonna dox someone for it when it can be considered harassment and you can get arrested? He never apologized, by the way. All he did was justify it. God, we need to stop putting people on like this and giving them a platform. Good grief. Also subscribe to Inferno Fury on YouTube.
Now, Daft has apologized for the Jayden stuff, but didn't apologize for the doxing stuff, and talking and taking people out of context, which he says a lot about, which he does a lot, and it surprised me that people still watch him. And the most frustrating part is I probably would have watched him if he didn't do the snake activity, and I wouldn't have a problem with him at all if he just stopped doing the snake activity. Stop doing the snake activity, and I think he could become a great YouTuber. But if he continues down this road, he's only gonna hurt himself in the future.